Hey everybody, Cold Steel Bill here, coming to you from the parlor. What we got going on here? Well, it is post-Christmas and it is Christmas Eve. It's Friday night here in the Panhandle. It's raining very, very, very stoutly outside and has been for a while. But I thought I would invite you to join me and discuss what I have done. I've got a couple of new things here, definitely not new on the market, but they're new to me, and I thought I would share them with you. Also, the biggest thing we're going to talk about tonight is the ease of swapping scopes from one rifle to another. Now, this is my new rifle. This is a Ruger American, chambered in 308, and I have a Sightmark Wraith, second generation 2x16 by whatever it is. And over here I have my AR-15 Sporter 2 that everyone's seen before if you watch my channel. Now what I did, let me get up here a little bit closer. Hey everybody. Anyway, what I did was I took this scope off when I got this Sightmark Wraith, and I put it on this AR-15, and it turned out to be pretty much my nighttime hunting predator gun. All right, coyotes, fox, raccoons, so forth. You get it. Just anything but deer. Now the reason I say that is because up there at the top I have a 22 caliber sub device which you can use to replace your 5.56 bolt with, and anything within 100 yards, man, you can just burn them down with it, and you can shoot it, plinking it, having a whole lot of fun, just without going through all of your 223 or 5.56 ammunition. Now, like I said, what I did was I swapped these scopes off. All right, and when I put the Sightmark Wraith on this Ruger American, to start with, I had a little bit of time getting the mounts to where I could get it far enough back for my little short arms to where I could see it without struggling. And I also replaced the muzzle brake on it up there, and we'll get to this gun in a minute, but we'll talk about this one for the moment. And anyway, I took the Sightmark Wraith off of my AR-15, and I can't remember what I had this scope on, but I might not have had it on anything, and put it back on my AR-15. Now the guns are unloaded, as you've seen just now. I just, it's not even closed up. But what I did, what my whole thing was okay, now that I've swapped rifles with these scopes, I need to zero them again, and that's what I'm fixing to go over with you with. Now, the Sightmark Wraith is one of the most easily zeroed scopes I have ever encountered. And this is a night vision scope. It's not a thermal. It's a night vision scope. But it seriously, really, really seriously is tremendously easy to function and work with. That is one of the attributes I like about it. All right. So what I did was, let me move this stuff kind of out of the way where we can see here, is I had to zero. All right, now every one of these shots was taken at 300 yards, actually about 310, but 10 meters, whatever. This, like I said, had been on this rifle before, so I mounted it back to where I thought it was. Actually, I got it a little bit far back. I need to move it forward about an inch, too far back. But at 300 meters, this was my start group. All right, now I was shooting these PMCs, 55 grain full metal jackets. Okay, nothing fancy. Okay, standard operating procedure. Get them at Walmart, just about anywhere, or you used to be able to. All right, started off here. As you can see, I was hitting low. Kind of worked my way up, and I said, you know what, screw it. Instead of going click, 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 I just went ahead and did about a turn and a half full twist, and it brought me up, and this was my aim point, but this is where my second group was at. Okay, and I thought to myself, well, that's kind of strange. But I went ahead and locked my rings down on it right there and giving myself a good pat on the back. And I thought, you know what? Proof shot. Oh, there's my proof shots. So, oh, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to do this. And I'm real proud of myself for shooting. Again, I couldn't shoot with pistols like this. I'm a crap shot when it comes to a handgun. But when it comes to rifles, look out. I can get you, and I can get you from way out. Um, you know, they are a 15 platform. If you're a veteran of the Army or Marine Corps, then that thing right there is as comfortable in your arms as the best pair of wore out tennis shoes that you got on your feet. All right, y'all hang on. Well, don't want to hang on. All right, here we go. Sorry to keep y'all so long. All right, now what I want to talk to you about now is my new Ruger American, and it is chambered in 308 as I think it's a 18, 20-inch bull barrel. I have added on the front of it, okay, a Ultradyne Apollo Max muzzle brake. This thing right here, it went beyond my expectations of what I thought it would or would not do. It takes out a good, and I do mean a good 45% of the recoil. They're pricey, but I don't know if it was worth it, but I got it. So there it is. Anyway, the Ruger American, there's nothing new about the Ruger American. I do got to get me a bipod to go on the front. And but this one, a bolt action is without question new to me. And so are the civilian market night scopes. And I've used military night scopes, thermal scopes, so forth, but never fooled one of these before. Mounted on the top of it, I have a Sightmark Wraith. Like I said earlier, this is a two by shit. I don't even know, man. I don't remember that stuff. 2x32, something like that. Not that far really, but it's a nice night scope. It's I don't know what I was expecting when I got it, but it's not as good as like obviously military grade optics. But it does. I've gotten kind of used to it, and it does pretty good, pretty good. It does suck down some batteries. Cool thing about it though is you can use an external supply right there. I use a phone charger, one of those spare phone charger things. Plug it in, and of course it comes for that SD card. You can record off of it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Comes with a dust cover on it, and said a eyepiece that you can take off. Oh, let me see if I can power it up here for you a second. Alright, the camera angle might be a little bit twisted, but it's because I'm using my thumb as a rest in order to get the height. Alright, to power it up, you hold it on for about 3 seconds, and it comes on. Okay, of course you gotta open the thing. And in a few seconds okay, we'll clear up. Now I've got it pointing at the floor, so you know obviously you're not going to be able to see anything, as well as it's in day mode. Let me see if I can. Never done this before, so bear with me. Okay, now I'm going to go to what did I go to? It's not picking it up. Okay, anyway, that's selections, and what you can do is you can select different programs to go to for the different things you want. You can change the reticles. You can change the color of the reticle, the type that you're going to use. And zeroing is probably the easiest thing and the most fun thing to me with it. Because I'll tell you and explain it to you right now. All right. Big mistake as I was doing this, but you learn. All right. At 25 meters with that scope, the first thing I did was get on paper. Okay. This is my first shot, 25 meters. All right. I adjusted and then went up the hill. This is my first shot at 300 meters, 300 yards actually. This is my second shot, and I'm adjusting. Now see, this is my aim point. This is my second shot. This is my third, and I'm adjusting. This is my fourth, and I'm adjusting. I'm like, what in the Japaloozy is going on? All right. Again, this is my aim point. This was my fifth shot. That's when I realized that the scope mount was loose. I tightened up the scope mount. See, shot 1 through 5 are just all over the place. With adjustments, it's still all over the place. So I tightened up my mount. We go to shot 6 through 8. Okay. Let me get my eyes on. All right. This was 6 after I tightened up the scope. This was 7 after I tightened it up. This was a pulled shot from 8. And this is 8. Okay. These last 3 are 8. And again, that's my aim point. 1, 2, 3 inside of a 2-inch circle at 300 yards. It is a very good scope. It's easy to zero. I've only owned 3 bolt action guns in my life. One was a single shot 22, one was a single shot 410, and now this one. I've got a deadly setup right now. You can take an inexpensive rifle. It has a 4-round box magazine. Take you some PMC Brahms 308 Winchester. What is that? 158, 140, 147 grain full metal jacket boat tails.